Hi everyone. I know it's been a while. I think it's been officially a year since we've posted. Um I've had a lot of comments and messages reaching out to us wondering what's going on, checking on our family. I truly appreciate it. I just wanted to start out by saying that I truly appreciate all the love and support. We haven't been on YouTube for that long, and we only put up so much content so far. I'm going to get to in a minute the whole point of this video and why we haven't been on in a while. But I did just want to start out with saying how much we appreciate, all the love and support, and people have been checking on us, and we only got out so many videos and people were still, so interested in what we were doing and all of our plans. And it's just it really goes to show that there's still people out there that are rooting you on even when they don't know you, and more so it's strangers that are rooting you on than the people in your actual life. But that's a whole other topic. So I did want to go over, I wanted to wait for Derek to be with me when we came on and let you guys know about our life and what's going on. But he's been really busy with work, and every time we try to make a video and kind of just touch base with everyone and explain what's going on, we get interrupted and it's just hard. And I had received a message stating, "What, did you guys run out of money? Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, I can't wait any longer. I'm just gonna have to go on and, let people know what's up. So last year, about a year and a half ago, we experienced a lot. There was just a lot going on out in the country. And I want to make this clear as well. We didn't give up our dream. Before I tell any of you, what's got us on hold, we did not give up our dream. Our vision is clear. We are, the country life is still for us. We still have our 33 acres. We still, all of that is still in the works. But we had mentioned in prior videos about our children, and our oldest, Nico, he has hemophilia, and he has autism as well, but he has hemophilia, meaning those of you who do not know what hemophilia is, he has severe hemophilia A, meaning that his body does not produce the clotting factor that he needs for his blood to clot, factor 8. So without that factor, he is unable, if he gets, a cut, it bleeds a lot longer than other people. It may turn into something where he has to go to the hospital and, get that clotting factor, get treatment. It's definitely something, emergencies can happen easily, spontaneously. In our case, our son had a bleed in his spine. So you can get spontaneous bleeds in your joints. You can get them pretty much anywhere in the body. It's still very unclear what caused his bleed in his spine. It's a whole thing. We were bringing him to the hospital for almost a week before they were able to realize what was going on. He wasn't able to go to the bathroom for a few weeks prior, and that was our first concern with him. We are thinking at this point that him straining from trying to go to the bathrooms for so long may have created that bleed in his spine. It's still up in the air. We don't really know what caused it, but regardless, he had a bleed in his spine, and he had to have emergency spinal surgery before he turned 4. And they had to remove a piece of his spine, take the bleed out, remove a few ligaments, and then put him back together. So he had to learn to walk again. He has extensive therapies. He's currently in physical therapy we have around 2 years or so to go with that. And we have to talk about certain things because in New York, where we live, there is only one hospital that is able to treat our son with this type of blood disorder. And it is an hour and a half away from our property that we're building on. So yes, being close to that hospital is obviously very important, as well as he does have surgeries that he will have to have in the future. One of them I'm hoping will be somewhat in the near future, but so he can go to the bathroom on his own again. So he can urinate on his own. He is able to make bowel movements, but he cannot tell when he's making them. He has nerve damage from the bleed. So we have a long road ahead of us, but he won't have to be in diapers forever. There are plans that, we have a plan in place. There's things that we can do, but we will have to leave this state when it comes time for him to have that surgery, because they'll just be more equipped than here. So with that being said, that was our biggest family emergency that definitely changed things about our life for now. We had experienced loss. Our chickens had gotten sick. We ended up losing all 30 of them. Bird flu was going rampant in our state and around our states, and once we lost a few of them, and their legs were turning blue and they were showing signs of bird flu, we just, you have to do what you got to do. So unfortunately, we had lost our chickens. We lost one of our dogs to parvo. We almost lost the other one to parvo, and it cost us $5,000 to save her. Things just were starting to go downhill, but we didn't lose the faith. We just kept going, and we just kept handling it. But the thing is, about Nico, after his surgery, we stayed in the hospital with him for 5 weeks, mostly me, because Derek had to, get everything done at the house and figure out our next move and what we had to do. Luckily, we worked out a rental property in our hometown, that we could go back to for now. So we are there, and Nico is going to his therapies. He goes twice a week, and he's, in a school program now, and he's doing great. He is walking again. He is, climbing again. His upper body strength is absolutely amazing. We didn't know if he was going to be fitted for a wheelchair for the rest of his life right after his surgery. I'm really trying not to get emotional, but I want to be as transparent as possible with everybody. And it has not been easy. It's definitely hard when you have children who have autism. That's really hard. And then when you add, other things, like we knew from birth that Nico had hemophilia. That's something we knew right away. I knew when I was pregnant that this was a possibility. I knew having more children that it would be a possibility that they would have hemophilia. Luckily, Jameson does not have hemophilia. Jameson does have severe autism. He needs a lot of occupational therapy. He was born with very low muscle tone. You can literally fold our son like a chair. With that being said, his low muscle tone affects his face muscles, his throat muscles. When he gets sick, he's more at risk for his throat closing up because it's very narrow. So he's been hospitalized a few times just to help with his breathing. He has to have extensive occupational therapy just to hopefully be able to verbally speak one day. We're working on sign language. I work with him at home a lot. And once those therapies, get going, they're all in the works. I know it's going to help a lot, but we are prepared for the chance that he may not speak verbally one day. And, but that's fine. Our children have their life, and that's what's important. And we will not stop, until we know that they have a good life and that they're taken care of the best way possible, and that they can experience things the way that as much as possible, the way that other people can. So it has been tough. I know we haven't posted in about a year. It's spring is finally here. There will be building going into the works. We will be up on the property continuing, what we were doing. Derek is driving tow truck now. He does towing and recovery, and he's so good at everything he does. It's just he's so amazing with everything that he does, and it's going to help us get some money in our pockets. But the vision is still clear. Our goals are still in the works, and no matter, what it takes, our children still love the outdoors. We still go up to the property with them, and even though there's not much there, we had to stop in the middle of getting a lot of work done. They love it, and the feeling that we get out there in the woods and in nature, and it just helps you kind of forget about everything that's going on in your life that we can't forget about. It's constantly on our minds, everything that we have to take care of, and which is very important, but you need some type of outlet. You need some type of space or environment or something that's for yourself that kind of just separates all the chaos. And that's what nature is for us. That's what the woods is for us. That's what we are able to just kind of tune out the world and just kind of relax and just have faith, and just believe that everything's going to be okay. There's so much beautiful things in the world that you can just get lost in, and the property for us is definitely one of them. So right now, as I said, Nico's going through his therapies. He does have surgeries. Jameson, he's doing great, but we do have to work on, helping him in all of his needs. And it put things on hold, but it doesn't mean it's over. We definitely, we still have a lot of hope that things are going to start to lean in a better direction, and that, hopefully the worst is behind us for now, and we can just put our feet forward and focus and get things going again. So although when we moved and everything went in the works, life was so amazing, things hit us in areas that it tried to knock us down everywhere that we turned. I wanted to at least come on and explain to everybody when we do get more time, and I can have Derek with me and he doesn't, get interrupted with any calls or what he has to do in life for work. And, we will make another video and show, up there, show a little bit more of what we had got done. We cleared out a lot more space, and, it's definitely a work in progress, but we can show more to everybody. It's so amazing to me. Like, some of you might be like, okay, a YouTube channel, like, cool. She's got like 200 subscribers. Like, they don't have too many following them. What's the big deal? But like, to me, it is. Like, this was the hardest time of our life in the last year and a half. Before we even moved, before we purchased the property, we had a few weeks until we're about to move. I found out, I had lost my sister to suicide, and that was a really hard, pill to swallow. And then we moved, and it was like just trying to like stay in the motions, and I didn't really give myself much time to grieve. It was just kind of like, kick starting into gear. Nico had an emergency at that time medically. He had bit his tongue, and like, again, so for a hemophiliac, you bite your tongue, and that can cost you your life if it's not treated right away, and that bleeding continues. That's it. And we had almost lost him then, and then things turned around, and we moved, and things were going well, and we were just, finding a way to fit and get the cabin up there and do what we got to do. And then, life hit us again. But this is how it works. We've always been able to kind of, work on our personal development enough to where we can just, take a deep breath and move forward and get going. But I'll be honest with you, when it comes to your children, it's not that easy to just keep moving forward. Like, when something's wrong with them, you're willing to sacrifice anything to make sure that they're going to be okay. And I don't know, I think that I'm very humbled by the fact that we've gotten through as much as we have, that there are people that we don't even know that are supporting us, supporting, our family and all that we are doing. There were people, I mean, my son, we were on prayer chains around the world, it feels like. I mean, there was all different states. There was people I didn't know reaching out to us. And I mean, God saved our son's life. He is the reason why our son is here today. He is the reason why we are the amazing parents that we are, that just pay attention to every little thing and that fight for our kids. And, I know this video is already like 15 minutes long, so I'm gonna wrap it up with this. No matter what, whether you're advocating for yourself, for your children, for a loved one, for an animal, no matter what, if you feel strongly about something and you have passion towards something and you know that you need to fight for that, just do it. Just keep it. That feeling in your gut and in your heart is there for a reason, and don't stop. Because if Derek and I hadn't fought for Nico the way that we did, he wouldn't be here today. And our life would be way different. And this video wouldn't be made because, nothing would even matter anymore. So I know that things happen for a reason, whether they're good, whether they're bad, we can handle them or not. But in general, just keep the faith, trust in yourself, trust in your gut, pray to God or whatever it is that you believe in that's getting you through, and you will get through anything. Absolutely anything. And I say that to everybody who knows who's even still on this video because it's so long. But if you are, and if you did listen to me, just follow your heart, and no matter what, fight for what you believe in and what you love, because it will move mountains in your life. Hopefully we will, get some more content up soon, but I want to check in. Again, thank you so much to everybody that reached out to us that was wondering what was going on. There was a couple rude comments thinking, if we ran out of money and if we just, gave up and didn't let anybody know, but it's going to happen. We were in the middle, everything was going so great, and then boom, we just abruptly stopped. But I mean, we had to move houses and it's just been a lot, but I wanted to check in and let everybody know at least where we're at. And I appreciate you all so much. And it's not over. We will be back with our videos and our building and everything that, makes happiness in our life soon. The sun is shining. Spring is here. It's going to be great. But I love you all. And hopefully this kind of clears up a little bit of the confusion of what's been going on with our life. Anybody can reach out, message me, ask questions. I have a lot of people ask me about hemophilia all the time. It's rare. It's not really something, it's not something that many people know about. I'm always open to ask questions about it. March is hemophilia blood disorders month, but hemophilia awareness is real big this month, and I have a ton of people asking me about it and that are interested. So autism as well, anything. I'm always open to questions and to help other parents. And, our goal from the beginning was to inspire others. And that's not only with the homesteading, that's not only with the home build, or, that's our family life, that's anything. Any way that we can help others, we are always open to do so. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your weekend, week, year, everything. And we will be back as soon as we can. Thank you.